So let's continue with the Neolithic age. Okay. So in the Neolithic age, the first food producers and the animal keepers. So at the period of Neolithic, you know, the domestication actually got its shape much better. How? The stalking of animals, the breeding of animals, the new animal varieties that were started to breed. So all these things started Neolithic age, and they were the first food producers. What were the types of food they produced, and what do we see in this chapter? We will have a glance at. So they were the earliest rural settlements. Where do we see that? It is in Baluchistan. Where is Baluchistan? Elite Baluchistan? Pakistan. So, and we also see certain sites which were making use of bone tools, tools which were made of bones. So, till now we had seen tools made of small stones, that is microliths, and even the blunt stones in the early and middle Paleolithic period. And in the Mesolith, we saw the microliths, right? So, now we also see bone tools which are found at Burzoham and Chirand. We'll see in map where actually is Burzoham, where is Chirand. Okay, we also see Neolithic settlements in South India. Okay, what are the places? And then we'll see farming of different varieties and especially the cereals. What were the different types of cereals which were grown? Okay, and the progress and what was the limitation factor for the growth of Neolithic phase. We actually see, the next phase of development, that is Chalcolithic or Chalcolithic, right? So, what were the limitations of this period wherein the man had to develop into the next evolution or find out something better than this? That is not just the stone tools, right? So, we'll see what actually were the tools here, the way of life here, the cereals that were grown in this period of time. So, let's welcome this chapter. I hope you have understood the agenda of this chapter, right? Artha agidiyala? Requirement of the chapter is to explain you these elements. Okay. So here we see the first topic, that is the earliest rural settlements in Baluchistan. Okay, so especially in India, I had told you the subcontinent of India comprised of how many countries? Which were the countries? Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal. So all this together we called it as Indian subcontinent. So with regard to that, the earliest form of this Neolithic development was seen at Baluchistan. This is in present day Pakistan, right? So, Baluchistan is present day near Mehergarh of Pakistan. Mehergarh is the town which belongs to Baluchistan province of Pakistan in and around 7000 BC time period. Okay, you might ask me, ma'am, Neolithic actually belongs to a little more earlier period in and around 9000 BC. Because we had discussed yesterday Mesolithic period in and around 15,000 BC to 12,000 BC, and even it had continued till 9,000 BC also. So now you might ask me, why 7,000 BC? 7,000 BC is a little, far from that of 9,000 BC. The first evidence that we find in India for the Neolithic period of settlements or tools were found at 7,000 BC at a place called Mehergarh in Baluchistan province. Okay, and this was known as bread basket. Okay, bread basket. Wheat and barley were grown around 5000 BC. So what type of cereals that we see here? Wheat and barley. That is why this is called as bread basket. Okay, so we also see what you had talked about domestication of animals. So what kind of animals? Cattle and sheep and goats. Basically herders. Okay, herds of cattle, sheep, goats were seen. And then we also see of building the granaries. Granary andre, it's a structure to store your grains. So granaries were built. What does this show? These people even know how to build the granary. Not just domestication and farming, they also know the storage of those grains for later usage when they were not able to grow. Let's say when the harvesting is done and there were no rains, okay, they didn't know how and how to do with when the monsoon was not there in and around. So they had something to store these grains called as granaries. And the pots were also found, but they were found only after 4500 BC. So what does this pot structure actually tell about the primitive man? So pots show that the milking had started, not just for eating. The cattle were also fed on, right? So they also show that the pots, when you find a pot, when you excavate, it also shows that the food habit, not just for the purpose of meat, but also for drinking the milk for nourishment. So this was seen after 4500 BC. Okay, and a Neolithic culture, when you have to find the evidence in the south, not before 2500 BC, you will not be able to find the Neolithic structures in the south. This is the different places and different timings where we find the evidences for Neolithic culture, right? So we talked about Balochistan province, we talked about domestication of animals, and we talked about granaries, the pot structures, and when was it? The excavation evidence is from when on do we see in South Indian territories? That is from around 2500 BC. Ma'am, why not? Why don't we see the evidences from 4000 BC or 5000 BCs in South India? So the evidences are not yet excavated recently. Okay, still have to be. Okay, we never know. Maybe Neolithic on the fields ali innಷ್ಟು when developments are about to happen, we might. Okay, from South India, it is not less than 2500 BC. Okay, the first or the earliest evidence is around 7000 BC. Clear? So use of bone tools in the sites of Burzoham and Chirand. Okay, where is this Burzoham and Chirand? Let's take a view of where actually is it. See here in Kashmir, near to Srinagar, there is this place called Burzoham and Gufkaral. The actual literal meaning is the person who dwells in cave, Gufa. Hindi word, Gufa, okay, Gufkaral. And there is Chirand, Bihar, okay, nearby Patna. This is Chirand. So these are the places wherein the bone tools, okay, the bone tools were also found. And what does this actually show? So we'll see. Burzoham, which is near Srinagar, Chirand, which is almost west of Patna, and we also see certain other kind of tools and potteries which are gray in color, gray pottery, coarse gray pottery. They are not fine ones. We also find red and black potteries which are polished and fine ones, but the earliest Neolithic evidences are of coarse gray color. There are multiple different types of the entire civilization can be defined or identified with the color of the potteries itself. How? What are the examples? Coarse gray color, black and red color, ochre color, that is a red tinge, okay, ochre. And then we also have painted gray ware, okay, northern black painted ware. So there are different situations wherein the different color of potteries denote a particular timeline. Okay, so here we see coarse gray colored pottery, and we also see Neolithic tools have been found in the Garo hills of Meghalaya. Evidences. This chapter is trying to tell you where actually we see the evidences. Okay, bone tools are seen at Burzoham and Chirand, and we also see the pottery color here. We observe it to be in gray color. And in Garo hills of Meghalaya, we also see that Neolithic tools have been excavated. And in northern part of Vindhya and Mirzapur, Allahabad district of UP, we see these tools. These are the places where we see the evidences for Neolithic tools. Simple. Factual. You will be getting the PDF, don't worry. Okay. So, Burzoham, Nyapka Rata, people, right? Chirand and Burzoham, Nyapka Itkodi, remember this, okay? And what is the color that we observe in Neolithic period? Grey, coarse grey, right? So apart from this, okay, so this is coarse grey pottery. This is how it looks like. Familiar? Ellaru nodidra? So you would have seen. So this is right. It is not that fine. It is not that polished. It is like coarse grey color pottery. Okay. And Neolithic settlements in South India. So was it just in Burzoham or Chirand of Patna, Bihar, Kashmir? Where exactly in South India do we see Neolithic settlements? So we'll get to know that. So what were the types of tools that were used here? So yesterday I had given you a list of tools at different places and different times, right? So what were the types of tools here? stone axes and blades which were sharper than that of the Mesolithic or the Paleolithic period were used as tools. Okay, and fire baked pots. Okay, evolution of fire, use of fire for baking the pots shows that, you know, more milk was actually collected. I had already told you pots actually 4500 BCLE it was, you know, they started using, which actually showed the use of milk for the purpose of cow. Here in South India there is a difference. No, get this difference properly. Baked pots. Okay, how different will be a baked pot than the normal pot, unbaked one? This will be a little stronger, durable, right? So these people were much better in using the technologies. Okay, so they had used the baked pots and they knew how to grind the corns. You know, biso kallu, you know, a mission, a primitive mission. They knew how to grind the corns also in the southern India during Neolithic period. So the evidences of southern Indian Neolithic times have all these facts and figures. Okay, and the main centers of Neolithic settlements in South India, where exactly? Okay, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka. Especially in Karnataka, we have too many places. Yeah, Maski, Brahmagiri, Halluru, Kodekal, Sanganakallu, Piklihada, and Tekkalkote. All these places are from Karnataka. When it is in Andhra Pradesh, Utnuru. Okay, Gauribidnur, Utnur. Familiar, right? You could remember, right? Utnur and Takshna, you might remember Andhra Pradesh. And Payampalli of Tamil Nadu. So these are the places of South Indian settlements of Neolithic period. You need not remember all these things. Remember one or two. Okay, South Indian settlements antandaga. So you might remember Burzoham Chiran like this. North India and the Burzoham Nyapkarata, Srinagar, Burzoham. Okay, Chiran, Patna. Okay, idea, Banta. And Maski, Maski of Karnataka. And Utnur of Andhra Pradesh. Payampalli of Tamil Nadu. 3 settlements, bus. And these are all from the period of 2400, that is this BC, 2400 BC. Not any time before that. You will see many other examples of 7000 BC or 4500 BC in rest of the places, but nothing before 2500 BC in the southern settlements. Okay, clear? Any doubts? So, okay. So, we understand that the South Indian settlements and the finer tools that we observe were discovered in these places. So, the Neolithic settlements of South India, here you can see this pink color margin in this map, wherein too many settlements here. Okay, all the settlements in and around the western part, that is southwestern part ali, Karnataka related settlements are there, and all the Andhra and Tamil Nadu settlements are seen here. Okay, one or two, not even in the Nilgiri and Kerala part ali, we don't see much of the settlements or excavations done because the forest would have been too thick, to clear and even to start a settlement. Yesterday we had talked about how the rainforest, the quality of axis, that is stool, also depend, it made the choice of where you have to actually stay. Habitat, the settlements, it was all dependent on the type of the tool you were using. If it was copper and bronze, you were not able to clear the thick forest of Middle Gangetic Plains. The similar way, you might ask, ma'am, why only Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka? Why not Kerala? You know that it is full of thick forest. That is especially the biosphere reserve. Which is the biosphere reserve that we see in Kerala? Biosphere reserve. Environment. Good. Nilgiri. So you know that it has thick forest. So you might even make a clue that they were not able to clear the forest. Hence, the settlements of early Neolithic period were seen near these places. Okay. So we'll move on to the next part, that is cereals. What were the types of cereals that were grown during Neolithic period? So ragi, horse gram andre? Correct. Horse gram, rice, wheat, barley. So these were grown, okay, during the period of Neolithics. So houses were either in circular or rectangular shape, made of mud or reed. Reed antandre a kind of birch, antandre hullu, or barks of trees were used to make houses which were either in rectangular or circular in shape, and pottery was black and gray, sometimes in gray and sometimes in black, which were matte finished, rough kind of finish was there, and sometimes it was also having a burn finish because of the pots were baked. Okay, so these were the cereals, and these cereals were sometimes cooked in these potteries and were consumed. Bus. So cereals we have seen, the types of potteries we have seen. We'll go on what next this chapter holds. The progress and the limitation of Neolithic phase. So what actually was the greatest limitation? These people used the primitive stone tools. They were not able to clear the forest. So the settlements were the small ones. Simple. This was the greatest limitation. So that is what is being said. They used the stone tools, and they were able to produce very small quantity of food which is required for their subsistence living. Small quantity of food. If you grow this year, you can eat it. If not, done. You starve and you die. So they had a very subsistence level of living, and we see that in India, this Neolithic phase started a little later, especially in our Indian continent, subcontinent. Okay, the evidences in other countries were available in much older phases, that is around 9,000 to 12,000 BC. Even the evidences are available of Neolithic sites, but in India it was started a little later. The first evidence is Baluchistan, Mehergarh, in and around 7,000 BC. Okay, so this is about the Neolithic phase. Clear?